Dead Island 2 is coming out very soon.
For real this time.
Yeah,
actually coming out. So it's coming out on April 21st, and I am buzzing my head off. So I love a zombie game, me. I love smacking heads in zombie games. It's fucking sick. So I'm excited for this. What we're going to do is, you can see up there, we've got some gameplay ready to watch. I have got some notes that I've made on what the new released as what's going to be in the game, as in like map sizes, you know, kind of things you can have against zombies and all that kind of good stuff. I've got a big list that I want to go through with you. So I'm really excited for this one to come out, because the gameplay I've seen of it is phenomenal.
So this is not our gameplay.
It's not.
This is not our gameplay. No. You've selected the one from Punish. Like, as far as like you can see, it looks like it's very resorty. You can get around it. You know, he's got what looks like a big fucking sledgehammer. So, for me, graphics-wise, looks brilliant.
It does
look really nice. Looks really polished.
I'm hoping our little video up here is doing justice for it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is as well, is your website bounced because Hotjar.
How people interact with your.
So yeah, I mean, so it looks like he's got some different perks going on, some different mods as well. Again, similar to kind of a standard.
Firehammer.
Sick.
Also,
yeah, it looks fucking sick.
That person kicked a zombie in the face.
Yeah.
From ground level. Like
From ground level, yeah.
You know,
It like
that's really hard to do.
like a Zenyatta kick.
Yeah. Don't try that.
He does yoga.
Yeah,
You don't do
clearly.
yoga.
He does. So whilst you was watching that gameplay,
It's
I've
the
got some things
1,000-degree
for you.
hammer.
It's like molten.
It's like Torbjorn from Overwatch.
It is, yeah.
Oh, she's on fire!
Yeah, man. So what I really like is, because you can see it's obviously a blunt weapon. You know, it's got its feature of having a mod which will beat flames. What's nice about it is everything's breakable. The durability of things goes down and all that kind of stuff. The breakable things is that everything that they hit, skin comes off. Everything's really malleable. So from what I've read is, if you were to swing with blunt weapons, that it will do blunt damage, and if you were to swing with slash, it will do slash damage. So like the way it looks, you see how it will slash against the body, and it will cut limbs off and stuff. That's how far they're going into the different the different like malleable structures that you hit, which is nice to see.
I broke the blade.
Because didn't they want to do something with that in the first game? Wasn't there that kind of the beginning of that kind of thing in the first game?
Exactly.
Oh
that,
my god!
Oh, yeah, that was fucking mad. But yeah, obviously
Was
you've
that
got,
you there too?
kind of it was me last night. Yeah, that's right. So it looks like they've got quite a lot of scenery, like different scenes. Like there's not just kind of what would you say? Repetitive scenery, you know, you've got quite a lot.
Yeah,
it's a good variety.
As well, which is nice to see.
I like how you said there's different scenes just as it goes into a movie studio.
Yeah, he jumps into a movie studio. But do you know what it reminds me of a little bit? Did you ever play Dead Rising?
Yeah.
That was one where you could include loads.
Dead Rising, yeah, of course.
Dead Rising, there's loads of different mods you can do. You could really upgrade your weapons, like really do well with it. You could do loads with it. So he's just gone to see abilities there. So I can have a look. I can speak about the abilities there. So basically, you've got various skill cards, or you've got 6 different slayers. So you've got 6 different people, and they've all got different abilities, right? So each slayer, kind of does different things in that.
Yeah.
So they have their unique personalities. So not necessarily unique to change in the game, but it's kind of how they react and how their voice lines are and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just basically whoever you would like to play, whatever personality is within you, you can kind of you can play with the one that suits you the most. Which is nice to see. So this is set in, as you can probably imagine, it is Los Angeles, and around Bel Air, like, Gucci, bougie place. Yeah.
Okay.
Breakable environments. It's like everything you can kind of see there. It's breakable. Which is nice to hear as well. The one thing I was shocked to hear as well, it's not open world. It's an open place to be, but it's very linear. So you can so you can move around the area, and you follow, but you will follow a path, and everything will scale based on your level.
Okay.
So you can go back to like somewhere, and it'll be the same level. It's just basically everything will scale to your level. But which I quite like as well, because you can. With open world, you can have a lot to do, like a shitload to do. You know, I find it tough playing some open world games, especially because I'm busy a lot. You know, I find it hard to play really long games. So I'm excited for it to be more linear.
Yeah, I've gotten in the habit of being more linear in the game sometimes. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, it's nice to see, but there is like side quests for you to do because even though it's not completely open world, it's still got aspects of open world to it, so you can go and get your side quests and all that.
It's quite like did you play Metro Exodus?
I did see some gameplay of it.
It's quite similar. There was different zones, and within it's like each level was like a small open world area that had different bits around the map. It felt like its own mini open world, and then you'd move on.
This is similar,
like Darksiders and Zelda and stuff. It's like not the most recent Zeldas, but you can actually no, not Zelda at all. Darksiders.
Darksiders,
yeah. Well, okay. Because you could.
Well, you open up the new zone, zone, and then within each zone there's like 100% scale.
Yeah.
It's a good way of doing it sometimes, I think.
Yeah. So that it is good. I'm excited for that aspect, in my opinion. I think it's quite good. I think that's maybe the old-fashioned gamer in me that's going to go towards more linear games.
No, I get that.
But to add on, this is a new Outbreak, so it's not following on from the first one. So this isn't a sequel. It's not. This is a brand new Outbreak that's happening. But it's like you can see, it's got the kind of the slow-mo aspect to it. It's got that cinematic fights to it. It's like I said, it's very cinematic from how you play it, which is what the first one was like. You know, it was humorous in a way.
Yeah.
You know. Which another thing which was surprising to read was that the skills that you have, so the skill cards there, was perfect timing. There's 4 different types of skill cards. So you've got Survivor, Slayer, Abilities, and Newman. So the first one, Survivor, is basically buffs to yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Which makes sense. Health, stamina,
endurance.
that kind of thing. Endurance things. Slayer is your combat actions. So you find these cards, and they give you essentially new abilities. Combat actions are based on your person of choosing.
Right.
So the Slayer you choose, is tailored to the combat cards you'll end up using.
Okay.
Abilities is defense and kick related, like you saw the kick from the sound. That would have been an ability,
like a shove in it.
Yeah. And then you've got Newman, which was hard to find information on that, if I'm honest.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't find something that would explain it properly, in my opinion. I couldn't really get my head around it. But yeah, again, the weapons work on a durability system, as you can see.
Hang fire a sec.
The brand new Lawnmower 4.0. The 4.0 has its.
This is the downside of.
This is the downside.
Watching other people's stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lightning claws.
Yeah. So you
man's a Terminator.
Yeah, man. Look at that. So fucking hell, that's class. That's brilliant. So. Yeah, so as you can see, like you've got different types of zombies as well. You've got a big guy there. You've got your normal kind of small ones. All have their own kind of.
It's a trope at this point, isn't it?
It's what?
It's a trope at this point. It's always a tanky one.
Yeah, always, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I sort of said, there's only so much you can kind of do with these types of games. But like you can see, it's got its damage. It's got a damage meter as well. You can see how much damage you're hitting, which is cool. I like that aspect. Gives me a Borderlands feel.
Yeah.
Circuit breaker.
Yeah, so you can see like all he switched to a blunt weapon from his slash, so from his kind of his his fist. So,
good lord.
Awesome. So there's quite a few weapons we've seen. So we've seen axes, we've seen gauntlets with swords and bats, axes, sledgehammers, everything.
Mental.
Different mods.
I love the elemental mod thing.
Me too.
It's a nice little aspect.
It is good.
I know it's quite a common thing sometimes, but it's just a nice thing to kind of.
Yeah, the leopard print slippers.
Yeah, got the Gucci.
Yeah, again, like, everything's environment. You know, everything literally kind of blows up. I love that. So yeah, the weapons work on a durability system. You know, putting mods on them will increase the durability, all that kind of good stuff. But you've got some throwables as well, so you've just noticed there that you throw like a decoy. On the floor, they all ran to it, kind of thing. The kind of some of the throwables that are in it include shurikens.
Nice,
throwing stars, meat bait, which is what I imagine what he's just thrown.
Yep.
A chem bomb, which would be like a toxic bomb. And pipe bombs. Look at this dude.
Man's packing.
He is packing. Heat on there. Hey, I saw loads of people wearing that last night. And pipe bombs. He's got pipe. He's laying pipes.
Man's piping.
So there's multiple paths to go down.
Sorry, they just snapped the leg off.
The finishers in this game look unbelievable, don't they?
Like you say, it's just so cinematic.
To me, they've gone for the more cinematic approach towards the fighting of the game, which I think is a really good way to go, especially if you're going for a linear game nowadays, where a lot of open world games like to pack a lot of content into the side quests and
and the world and the environment.
This is tailored to the fighting. And,
that player, that character's experience.
Exactly. Like that person is literally out to just smashing zombies' heads in. Like
that person just stood on a zombie's head and got a maimed perk. But maim is when you go for an arm or a leg or something.
Yeah.
What the
so
hell?
like it looked like he just threw like a battery on the floor. Fucking
like shock trap.
Yeah. Amazing, man.
Oh dear.
Oh,
yeah, like so this must be an ability of someone who you picked.
Okay.
So are we thinking then that that sixth tier of card that you were saying that you were struggling to find too much info on? Are we saying that maybe our guy's got a bit of the infection, but somehow is empowered by
Potentially
it? Prototype style.
Yeah.
Because that's very animalistic, right there. That's not.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. Well, this has no skill tree. Like, there's no skill tree for you to put skill points in on level up.
Yeah.
It's literally these skill cards that are unique to the people you choose.
Right. Okay.
Which again is quite different because you expect a skill tree, don't you, a lot of the time?
Yeah.
I'm liking the fact that they've brought in guns. There's a lot more firearms in the game.
Yeah.
Especially because it's a fun fighting. There's a lot of combat in the game, as opposed to just getting about and doing the story. You want to get out and kill some zombies. This is what you're doing, it.
Yeah. Because those guns in the first one, but they weren't as common, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, same as like Dying Light and stuff. You didn't really want to fire your guns because you'd end up being chased or stuff.
I think that's my favourite takedown.
Yeah.
The leg with the uppercut.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The
It says
that knee off.
the 28th of April there. It must have been pushed forward slightly. That the 20th or 28th? It's 28th. Yeah. So 21st is when is what I read. But it's still April. So but fantastic game. I'm really excited for it.
I'm interested to see what you're doing.
Yeah, I think if they have, which I can imagine they will have in the co-op side of it, because Dead Island was very co-op based as well. You could all jump into the resort and have a time, have a little party, killing zombies and stuff. So
I'm interested to see how it plays, because obviously we had Dead Island 1 come out, and then because obviously it's been delayed. It's been in development. I think they announced it in 2014 is when they officially announced it. It's been nearly 10 years since the announcement. It's finally coming out, and in that time, we've had Dying Light 1, Dying Light 2. Yeah. Two fantastic, similar style games that ran amazingly well. You can really vouch for Dying Light 2.
I can.
You loved it.
Yeah.
I completed Dying Light 1. Great game. I'm wondering if they've seen like Dying Light do what they do and think,
so well.
Right, hang fire, reevaluate, and then Dying Light 2, hang fire, reevaluate, and see if that's kind of influenced what they're doing a bit. We'll have to see. Because, I mean, I did play Dead Island 1, and that was very true to the first one, it looked like. New setting,
very.
Much prettier looking game. I mean, the first one
The
wasn't
first one was
terrible
quite
at all.
pretty, to be fair.
It was nice. So I'm intrigued to see what's going on, because I know they had a couple of like dev changes and studio head changes or something, didn't they, that pushed it back a bit. I'm wondering if there's also actual game aspects that they wanted to implement that held it back.
The first one came out on the 6th of September 2011.
2011.
So we're talking in 12 years since anything's moved with the game. So I'm really excited to see what kind of things they've done. I'm glad that we've not seen a rushed version. For me, it'd be definitely a game that I would pre-order.
Oh, it says coming to Alexa Game Control. Is that an Amazon streaming thing like Stadia?
Oh, it could be. Potentially,
I
can imagine it would be. I've never heard of that until. If you are watching on YouTube and you have just sat through the gameplay with us, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give us a like, give us a subscription as well. You can see the button just above my head there. Give us a comment on what you think about the Dead Island 2. Are you going to be picking it up? Are you going to get that pre-ordered? Let us know.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching that little bit with us boys and girls.